Happy Challenge Cup
2022.
Yeah.
Because when the Challenge Cup first started back when the quarantine happened, no one really thought necessarily there'd be another Challenge Cup. But now this is an annual thing that's going to happen for years to come.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're excited. 2022 Challenge Cup. That is what this video is going to be. We're going to go loosely over the game. Recapping very loosely, though. Who won the game? We watched all of them. Some of them were on simultaneously. So sometimes we didn't really watch a couple of them, but we watched them all, basically.
I had one eye on one and the other on the other.
You did. And also, we're going to kind of more focus on Kristen Press's return, the Wave Angel City match, because that was what a lot of people were talking about.
Yeah.
And it was a fun game. So let's start off on Friday, March 18th. It was Racing Louisville versus Kansas City. We watched it. I thought it was a great game. It ended 1-1. I thought it was an exciting game. We got to see the current play officially. Had their teal socks on.
Sam Mewis was back.
She looked great.
She was with Lynn again.
I love that.
Snacks.
I love that. So they played. I thought they both looked good. You know, Sara and I weren't really we didn't really. I don't think I was rooting for either. I think I was more rooting for Current because I like Sam Mewis and stuff. But
yeah.
That was a fun game. 1-1. It looks like the Current. I mean, they had 24 shots. 9 shots on target, possession 55%. I do like the Louisville team. I love their kits. I love the Louisville kits. I know not everyone does, but so we did watch that. You know, seeing the games first come out is exciting. Watching a live game at night, relaxing at night, maybe eating dinner. I love that.
Yeah, so relaxing.
Because that's one thing. This has nothing to do with Challenge Cup, but that's one of the reasons why it's hard to watch the WSL games for Sara and I. It's because it's not at night. It's usually early, and they're on replay by that time. And so watching a game live is just so exciting. The next game we watched was the same night. It was the OL Reign versus Portland Thorns. And again, fun game.
Sophia Huerta scored. She got a goal.
Yeah, and Christine Sinclair scored for Thorns.
What's new?
Right? So it was a 1-1 tie. That was a fun match, too. All eyes are always on Thorns. You know, people always like to see them play. OL Reign. It was a yellow card heavy game. 4 yellow cards for OL Reign.
Yeah, I did notice that they were just handing out yellow cards in like all the games that we watched.
Yes, very
yellow card heavy.
Rose Lavelle got a yellow card. Megan Rapinoe did not play. She is out with a calf injury, so she did not play, which was kind of sad. Alana Cook got a yellow card. So there was a lot of yellow cards in that game. And those are rivals. I mean, Thorns versus Reign, you know, Northwest rivals. We'll always be rivals.
There can only be one Northwestern in town.
Exactly. So that was a fun game. Then yesterday, which was Saturday, so we're recording the Sunday night, but on Saturday, so North Carolina versus Gotham and Orlando Pride versus Spirit played. We most likely paid attention to the Gotham game, but we'll get to the Spirit game in a second. But Gotham versus North Carolina. Sara and I were rooting for Gotham.
Obvi.
Yeah.
Still my team.
Still our team. And they were looking okay. Kristie Mewis didn't play. Allie Long didn't play. Kristie has some type of injury, I think, to the thigh, I think they said.
Oh, with injury.
Yeah, a thigh injury. I think that's what they said. But, you know, North Carolina looked really good. Brianna Pinto scored. Abby Ursig scored.
It was Pinto's first NWSL goal, and ironically, last season she played for Gotham.
Oh, did she?
So
That's
she's
so
scoring
funny.
on her ex-teammates.
That is so funny. A lot of transitions for the NWSL, but specifically North Carolina. Them losing Sammy and Lynn and
Jess McDonald.
It's a new look for them, but, you know, they looked really good. But we were still rooting for Gotham, but they did lose. And it was kind of like a crushing loss, I thought, a little bit. You know what I mean?
It hurt your heart, too.
Because so many people, I think, Gotham's on the radar for them to be a really standout team. As we know, Allie and Ash are there this season, and they were both playing. But we are still rooting for them for the Challenge Cup.
It's just the beginning, so, I mean...
Exactly. And, you know, first game jitters as well.
It's the first real game that all these teams are playing together as a team, you know? You gotta find their footing.
Exactly. So, and then yesterday, Orlando Pride versus Washington Spirit. Sarah and I did not watch a lot of this game because we were more focused on the...
I wish we had. It was spicy.
It was a spicy. What? There was a lot of yellow cards handed out in this game as well. 3 yellow cards on each side. So 3 yellow cards for Washington Spirit and for Pride.
Sonic get one?
I don't think so. Oh. She's always throwing her body around. But fun game. So me and Sarah mostly were focused on the Gotham game, but every single time we looked over to the Spirit game, someone was on the ground.
Or Sonic was getting upset. Kelly was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Everyone was like wild, and it was crazy.
And in the last 6 minutes of the game, there's 3 yellow cards. Marta got a yellow card. And 2 other players got yellow cards. So there's a lot going on. It was a feisty game. So we did not watch that one too closely, but I think Pride, they're gonna surprise a lot of people. I do. It ended up in a tie, 0-0 draw.
An exciting game, kept us on our toes. What we did watch.
Since Sarah and I did not really watch the game, what did you guys think of that game?
We tuned in every so often when something wild was happening.
Okay, so yesterday night was the game I think most people had their eyes on. It was Angel City and San Diego Wave. Their inaugural seasons playing against each other. First time playing obviously against each other. Kristen Press returning to LA to play at her hometown. It was an exciting match.
Yes, it was.
And first and foremost, and they played not in the stadium that they're going to play. They played at like Cal State Fullerton, which is not where they're going to play for the Angel City. Obviously, it was a great turnout. Natalie Portman was there. She's one of the owners of the team. Her kids were there for kickoff. She was there. So a lot of people were excited, just to get soccer back in Southern California. Fun to see them. And Kristen Press out there for the first time in
10 years. It feels
so long. The first thing Sarah and I noticed, she had a braid going on. She's never really played with a braid that much.
Yeah, when she was warming up, I was shook. I was like, whoa, what's going on with this braid? And so I was getting a little worried because, she never wears a braid. So I'm like, are you going to change that? Because, superstition.
Yeah.
And she did, so.
She did. Halftime, she went back to the bun. So.
Wait, she played half that game with a braid?
Yes, she did.
You're joking.
No. She went back to the bun, yeah.
Give me new eyes, Lord, because I missed that.
Okay, so going in, we're going to talk a little bit about the game. Exciting game. Kristen Press. Oh, the other thing is, Wave, Alex Morgan did not start, which I was shocked not to see her starting. Shocked.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know. I didn't read any press releases. I'm sure there's a reason why she wasn't starting, but I was kind of shocked because also she's coming home to Southern California. She's from Southern California. It wasn't a home Wave game, so I can understand her it not being as important as a Kristen starting.
But still, it's Alex Morgan.
And also, reily was captain of the Angel City, which I thought was a little surprising. I thought it would be Kristen. We're not going to go too depth in the game, but exciting game. Within the first 5 minutes, Kristen hit a banger of a shot, almost scored.
She was on fire that game.
She looked...
the whole game.
I thought she looked great. She really, really looked so fresh and so perky and so, you know what I mean?
So excited and full of energy. And
yes.
Just, and she had so many shots on goal.
Yes.
I don't even know how many, but...
And the commentators kept saying, if you were to watch Kristen kept calling for the ball, and her teammates were like, yes, let's get Kristen the ball, because Kristen has an idea of exactly what she wants to do. And she implemented every single time, it seemed like. I thought she looked great. She, that rust, she didn't even look rusty. I will say, with 0-0 going into halftime, second half, the first goal, I wanted it to be Kristen for the first goal of the first season.
I think we all secretly did.
But it wasn't. Savannah McCaskill scored
in the
49th minute.
It was a good goal.
She scored. So they were up 1-0 until the 81st minute. Then the Wave scored. I thought it was a good game. I think all eyes were on Kristen Press. But it was an exciting game. There was a lot of action in that game, too. Mm-hmm. The crowd was really into it, which I thought was fun. And Kristen, I thought, looked great. There was a lot of storylines in this game. Kristen coming back, Kristen playing for her home team, Alex Morgan playing for Wave, but also Casey Stoney being the coach for Wave. And, she coached Kristen Press when she was in Manchester United. So there's a lot, there's a lot of storylines going on. Casey Stoney, I thought, looked exquisite in her coat, her signature coat. That coat's going to have to come off pretty soon because it gets hot in Southern California.
I know, but yeah, she dry cleans it for sure.
Oh, yeah, she looked great. And Freya Kuhn was there. And I did see a little bit people talking about the way Freya Kuhn was bringing in her subs. They thought it was a little strange. So that's something that they're just going to work out through the best tactics for them going forward. But I thought Christen looked great. That's all eyes were on her. And I thought she looked great. Okay. And they ended up, what was the score? 1-1. So 1-1. I thought Angel City was going to win. Would have been cool. But I was actually rooting. As much as I love Christen and Angel City, I kind of was rooting. I didn't really have a preference, realistically.
Well, and what was funny is you had Kailen Sheridan in goal on one side, Didi haracic on goal on the other side.
Yeah, I love that.
And they were also teammates on Gotham last year.
Yeah, I know, I love that. So that was fun to see that, Okay, so that was yesterday. And then today the game we just watched was Dash versus Chicago. I'm a Dash fan. I like that they're feisty. I know some people do not like their style of play, and I get it, but I do think they're feisty. Obviously, Rachel Daly still plays for Dash. It was an exciting 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes. Katie Naughton scored in the 19th minute. Then the ref had it out for Dash. I'm sorry.
He really did.
He called a penalty, which I guess it was a penalty. A lot of people don't.
No, I don't think it was. From what I saw, she didn't even push her. She didn't. It was just a unintentional push.
Yeah.
I've seen an intentional push that deserves a penalty. This was not one of those moments.
Yeah. So that was.
But I still was rooting for Red Stars, but not with dirty calls.
Yeah. So I think after that, then I guess before that, I will say Pugh scored. Yeah. She looked really good.
Alyssa Nair was making some hot saves.
A lot of good saves. Yeah, she looked fresh. She looked fire. Then the penalty happened, and I think after that penalty, the Dash kind of had the winds out of their sails. Then they got scored on again. Pugh scored.
Yeah, she scored twice.
So, I kind of felt bad for Dash. I'm saying Dash is still, I still root for Dash, and I think they were kind of done dirty a little bit, but that's the way officiating goes. A lot of bad calls out there in the world of sports. So it was an exciting game. We enjoyed it. It was a good game. So what did everyone think about the opening weekend of the Challenge Cup? Not regular season, it is the Challenge Cup. What did everyone think? What was everyone's favorite game? Were you pumped about seeing Christen back? Didn't she look amazing? I mean, I thought she really looked.
Yeah, who's your favorite player that you were excited to see out playing?
What team are you who are you rooting for? What team are you most invested in? And who surprised you either looking good or who surprised you kind of not looking where they should have? You can't really tell first game out. You really can't. I mean, I guess you can't.
Who do you have a crush on?
Most important.
No, I'm just kidding.
What does everyone think? Like I said, I'm sure we missed so many things, but that was kind of just our initial thoughts of what we thought. Fun. Love being back. The weather's been so beautiful across the country. So all the games sun was shining.
Well, it was windy today in were they playing in Houston?
Yeah.
They said it was warm, but I could hear the wind on that mic.
Could you? Yeah. I didn't know it was windy there. Interesting. What did everyone think? Questions, comments down below. Are you looking forward to it?
You didn't see the tumbleweed go across the field?
Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.